for greatness. Say that with me. I am born for greatness. Say it again. I am born for greatness. I don't believe you. I am born for greatness. Look to your neighbor. You are born for greatness. You are born for greatness. You are born for greatness. Tell somebody else. You are born for greatness. Think about that. We are greatness. All right, goodbye. See you later. That's all we need to know. I love that. This month in the Centers for Spiritual Living, our theme has been Holy Boldness. Holy Boldness, Batman. And last week I talked about sacred audacity. Daring to claim our good, daring to shine our light, daring to have faith despite appearances of something other than what we want. So my talk title today is Unstoppable. Because I believe that when we know and accept our divine connection to Spirit, we can realize the truth of our beingness as we are willing to move from a place of unlimited potential. We then operate from holy boldness that knows no bounds. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, said, "The only reason a person is limited is that they have not allowed the divine within them to more completely express." I'm going to say that again. The only reason a person is limited is that they have not allowed the divine within them to more completely express. Take a breath with that. In order to feel unstoppable, we have to free ourselves from obstacles and boundaries that prevent us from moving forward. Right? Because in order to move boldly through life in a sacred manner, we have to feel and know that divine connection, that there is that divine quality of God within us. And that requires conviction, faith, trust, and the ability to move from that inner place of strength. And I know we're all working on that in here, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We're all working on it in our own way, in our own time. So we have to examine our own hidden beliefs and perceptions that can be our biggest obstacles. I mean, do we all want to live in Kingdom 1 as a victim our whole life? No. We might fall back into that every once in a while, but like Joanne, bless your heart, she's not playing victim to that girl, that bully. Right?
Right.
She's practicing. You know, I just thank God for my daily spiritual practices that inform me of which way to go and how to be, and how to resolve old beliefs and issues that I might still be dragging along. How about you? Do you have any of those things you still drag along? And Holly, you know, there's today saying that about realizing about her father. I mean, we have these insights once we're on this spiritual path that support us, right? So are you keeping up with your spiritual practices?
Yes.
Yes, teacher. And if you're not, today's a great day to start. Because don't we want to be free and clear to move forward through life with that intuitive sense and that knowing that we are unstoppable with God as our partner?
Yes.
I mean, because then I believe we walk through life with that feeling of holy boldness and we can shine our light. So ask yourself, do I really feel I could be unstoppable?
Yes.
Just ask yourself. And then why or why not? And what can I do to resolve or reinforce it? To feel more empowered in my life. To remember that as we espouse here, that life is for me, nothing is against me. I know that's hard sometimes when things show up, whether it's a physical thing, a mental thing, a financial, emotional. So what if we said every day, I am free from limitations and I am unstoppable in spirit? Repeat after me. I am free from limitations.
I am free from limitations.
And I am unstoppable in spirit.
I am unstoppable in spirit.
Because you are. So let's talk about freedom and liberty. Because freedom is a divine quality that represents independent expression, creativity, and full freedom means there's no inner or outer restraint. We can be free from something, or we can be free to do or be something. You know, many cultures celebrate some sort of Independence Day, right? And that's independence from struggle, control, or dominance. It is a day of reckoning or self-reliance or community strengthening, Independence Day. It's also a reclamation of truth and making things right, just, and equitable. As we proclaim that we're unstoppable, it's time to have our own Independence Day and claim our freedom and liberty from our own limitations and obstacles and to take dominion over our thinking. Anybody want that?
Oh, yes.
You know? Woo. Remember gold nuggets. Eric Butterworth said, nothing else can satisfy or fulfill unless you enjoy the freedom that comes from control of your inner world of mind and emotions. Who's in control? Where are you coming from? I've been saying that for the last 3 weeks. And then Ernest Holmes said, when the soul knows freedom, the law will free the body and the outer life will experience health, happiness, and success. So are you willing to give your soul permission to be free? Or your spirit? To stop selling ourselves short and imposing our own restrictions. Because it's only you doing it to yourself. Can't blame anybody anymore. Don't. I am free to be me. Let's say that. I am free to be me. So we have to clear those obstacles. Anybody got obstacles? I know none of you do. Oh, no, don't give me your hand. Because sometimes we allow those perceived obstacles to be in charge. We all do. But if we flip our perspective and realize that the perception is only true if we allow it to be, God's calling, that we could change the entire dynamic of the picture of our life. Good. Have you ever given something more credit than it deserves by telling and retelling and dramatizing a story? I know none of you have. Who's got the little ding going on?
She's trying to fix it.
All right, good. So have you ever allowed that story to loom larger in your life than it needs to?
Yes.
We all do. Remember last week, what did I talk about? The dot. Remember that black dot on
Yes.
a big piece of paper? So what are you focusing on? Right? It's such a simple reminder. When we get all caught up in stuff, oh, I'm forgetting the bigger picture. Perhaps what's in the way is the way. I know you've heard that before. And that we become unstoppable, not in spite of our challenges and struggles and discomforts, but because of them. Because of our struggles, because of our challenges, we become unstoppable. Because by nature, we are resilient. Each of you is resilient. I know you are, no matter what you're going through. You know, it's funny, people think, in this kind of philosophy, like, oh, it's very Pollyanna, or, you know, you think nothing's wrong or whatever. Well, that's not true. We don't think that a happy life is a challenge-free life. I've never said that, ever. However, life with its challenges can stimulate our growth and development. So when those challenges come up, we bless them and we ask for guidance in how to move through them. I mean, can we bless it, right? Because I believe that what is within us continues to call us forward and upward on that journey of awakening. We don't want to fall asleep, we want to be awake. Ask yourself, what does being unstoppable feel like in my body? And how do I know when I'm on the right track? In anything. It's a feeling, isn't it? That you know, you have that feeling, that internal feeling that, yeah, this is the right thing. So then it takes confidence, conviction, in order to be unstoppable. There's that unshakable belief and assurance of where we're headed. Even though we don't fully know or understand it, or the full picture, we trust, and we know we're heading in the right direction because we're in that alignment with our divine self. That's why I always say we just keep coming back, we just keep coming back. Do you remember the book, The Power of Now? I think almost all of us probably read that long time ago, Eckhart Tolle. He was like one of the first sort of New Age writers. I don't know when he wrote this book, but he said, to know yourself as the being underneath the thinker, the stillness underneath the mental noise, the love and enjoyment underneath the pain, is freedom, salvation, and enlightenment. So underneath all of the stuff, all that stuff, underneath all of that is our essence. And taking that for a little story I want to share with you to close. From Mark Nepo, the Book of Awakening. Because we also want to pay attention to all that we are not, which is what the title is, all that we are not. Mark says, I can easily over-identify with my emotions and roles, becoming what I feel. I am angry. I am divorced. I am struggling. I am depressed. I am a failure. I am nothing but my confusion and my sadness. No matter how we feel in any one moment, we are not just our feelings, our roles, our traumas, our prescription, our values, our obligations, or our ambitions. It's so easy, he says, to define ourselves by the moment of struggle we are wrestling with. The black dot. It is a very human way to be consumed by what moves through us. In contrast, I often think of how Michelangelo sculpted. How he saw the sculpture waiting, already complete, in the uncut stone. He would often say that his job was to carve away the excess, freeing the thing of beauty just waiting to be released. It helps me to think of spiritual discernment in this way, facing ourselves, uncovering the meaning in our heart experiences. The entire work of consciousness speaks to a process by which we sculpt away the excess, all that we are not. All that you are not. Finding and releasing the gesture of soul that is already waiting complete within us. He says self-actualization is this process applied to our life on earth. The many ways we suffer, both inwardly and outwardly, are like the chisels of God, the chisels of God, freeing the thing of beauty that we have carried within us since birth. I invite you to take a breath and close your eyes. And as you breathe, feel all the troubles that you're dealing with right now just rise through your body and your awareness. Just bring them to mind, all the troubles. Any struggle, physical, mental, emotional. And as you breathe, allow and imagine these troubles simply move away from you. They simply move on. Use your imagination. Breathe deeply and accept the stillness that comes. It is the skin of your soul, waiting in its completeness for you to chisel away, carve away the excess of your very human mood or moods. What is calling you now to shift at this time in your life? What if you open to being unstoppable in whatever you need to do? What if you gave yourself permission to be amazing? To be absolutely amazing. Take a breath and open your eyes. Because you are amazing. Each of you is unstoppable if you give yourself permission to do.
Amen.